We are at CMA Fest, and joining me is HAILEY Benedict. HAILEY!
Hello!
How you doing?
Great, how are you?
I'm doing well. You were so excited. You didn't even let me.
I know,
talk.
I just filled with excitement. There's a lot of
Just-
excitement going around. Yeah.
It's your third time here at CMA Fest, you were saying.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about coming here? There's so much to do.
Oh my gosh, so much to do. So many wonderful people to meet. The fans here are so wonderful and just so dedicated to listening to artists from all sorts of different parts of the country music genre, but also from different stages of their career, which I think is really cool. So the fans are really dedicated to be there on every stage. And then personally, I love like the Nissan stage just because I think it's pretty cool.
Yep.
I mean, when do you get to see that caliber of artists like in one place at one time? So yeah, that's my personal favorite.
So many artists at Nissan Stadium, and it goes from 8:30 to I think 10:30.
Yeah,
and it's
wild.
back to back to back to back. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
insane.
love it. Yeah.
So what do you want to say to JR listeners right now? If they've never been to Nashville, what do you got to say to them?
Oh, okay, well, you should book your trip. Especially for CMA Fest, I think Nashville doesn't have a shortage of things to do. So there's always something to do, but I think especially if you're a country music lover, which obviously the JR fans are,
Yes, they are.
Nashville has so much of that to offer. And to represent Canada, there are so many Canadian artists down here and, wonderful Canadian media people like yourself.
Thanks, HAILEY.
So I think, come support your Canadians in Nashville.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to support you right now. Bluebird Cafe, you are playing there. How are you feeling? That's crazy.
So wild. I've been dreaming of playing the Bluebird since I was 14. I was my very first trip to Nashville. I went to the Bluebird Cafe, and I always just wondered, oh man, I wonder if I could ever play around here. So the fact that I'll get to check that off the bucket list is incredible. And also, as much as I am an artist, I'm also a songwriter. So that is the place for the songwriters. So to get to make that debut, and with writers that I love and look up to so much, Gordy Sampson, Kelly Archer, and Clara Park, I'm so stoked. And I just found out this morning it's already sold out, which is insane.
Wild.
So yeah, can't wait.
That's one place that I have yet to go here in Nashville. I know.
Oh my gosh, okay, well, we got to get you there.
We need to go.
We need to get you there.
We need to go. I need to come. You're June 12th, right?
Yes.
That's when you're playing?
Yeah.
Okay, well, if I am not going to be here anymore. Dang it, I would have came. That would have been fun.
Yeah, okay, well, next time. I guess I'll just have to play it again.
Yeah, I guess. It's totally fine. Just get called back to play it again.
Yeah.
At least you don't have to wait in a line this time.
True,
So-
yeah.
Or book an appointment, because I remember there's time slots. I don't know if it's still a thing now,
Yeah,
but
it's
before it was.
I play one song when I was 17. They have I think it's Mondays or it's Monday open mic or something, but you have to call to get in to play. So you're calling with everyone else that's trying to get just one song. And so I did get in and I got my one song, but for just audience members, you have to line up and then they just choose one or the other, and
Wow.
it's a crazy thing.
You're going there.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun.
Insane, yeah.
So you released a song about your mom. Obviously, we all know that one. But you wrote a song for your sister
Yes.
as well. When you show them these songs, how special is that moment to you?
Yeah, it's really special. It's funny, my sister for a while, because I've written one for my dad too, so she's been like, when do I get my song? But I was like, it's got to be the right time with if I'm co-writing it with the right people.
Yeah.
And so it was kind of just that, and it's called McKenna's Song. It's not out anywhere. I just put it on online. But she just has such a wonderful spirit and soul, and so that needed to be captured, but in the right way. And so I was lucky with actually the same writers that I wrote Things My Mama Says with. We wrote that, and just completely came up out of the blue, and it was perfect timing because it was her birthday a week later. So it was a fun little birthday present, and I'm glad she loved it.
Well, yes, everybody loved the song. It was and the reaction was so wholesome.
Yeah, it was she was like, no, don't, Mom, my
She was
ugly crying face. And I was like, no, it's so sweet. But that was raw reaction, we were literally just having a barbecue at my grandparents. And so that was my mom's filming for that one.
But so you got a song for your mom, a song for your sister, Dad?
Yeah, Dad's got one.
Dad's got one,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, it's not out anywhere, but we wrote one called Grown Up Kid. That's about him, so yeah.
I feel like that's going to be a tearjerker.
Yeah, it is. They all kind of are. When you write about your family, it's hard not to. Yeah.
So take me through set the scene. You're going to write a song. Where are you? What's going through your head? How does songs come to life for you?
I think that's the fun part of songwriting for me, is that it's different every single time. time. And so, particularly in Nashville, usually what they do is they'll set up writing appointments. So every day at like 11 o'clock, I'm with 2, maybe 3 new people or people I've written with before. And usually there's a producer in the room. And so for me, I mean, I always have I have a notes of like a bunch of like titles or ideas. And it's funny, the things that I think I'm like, this is probably really stupid, I'll bring into a room and they'll be like, no, that's great, let's write that. And you never know, like that's what's cool about writing with co-writers is what you might say something might trigger something else. So sometimes it starts lyrically, sometimes it starts with like a melody, but that's kind of the fun of it. It's every day a song is written differently, which I love, yeah.
So when can we expect some of these songs that you've been writing to come out?
Yes, well, if you come to my performance today at 3 p.m., I might have a little announcement for something at the end of June that I possibly am putting out.
Well, you posted a photo dump I saw, and you captioned it that there may or may not be an Easter egg inside. Okay, Taylor Swift here.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up with Taylor Swift, so I basically attended Taylor Swift University, so gotta have the little Easter eggs in there. Yeah.
Okay, so okay, I know you don't want to say exactly what the Easter egg is, but maybe you could say like what post number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which one?
There's actually,
or is it in all of them?
There's multiple in there, but I will say like the first one is like pretty obvious. I guess. Yeah, and if you've been to my live shows, it's a song that you've heard before, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, HAILEY BENEDICT here with me at CMA Fest.
Yay.
I had so much fun today, girl.
Thank you, Celine. This was so lovely.